Indonesia. Hi, here I am, the hero from NURUL FIKRI boarding school BOGOR, the honorable judges of AXI Speech Competition 2022, and all the audiences. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Islam means freedom. The opponents of peace caused untold miseries and pains on the Holy Prophet and the believers. Youth. Let's go to the youth first. From the Indonesian Youth National Committee's page, namely, people between the age of 16 to 13 are considered as youth. From the other source, Indonesian's dictionary, youth is not only considered by age range, but also defined as a person who carries the nation's aspiration on their shoulders. What is leadership? Based on the 8 Habits book written by Stephen Covey, there are 4 roles of leadership. 2 of them are pathfinding and empowering. Pathfinding means having a vision and showing the path, and empowering means making a weaker group to be a stronger group, a more capable and more independent. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, there are so many Islamic heroes that have big influences and best services for us in the past, and we are able to enjoy the benefits now. They try to survive for our religion and be the best heroes among others to protect Islam. There are so many Islamic heroes. Are you familiar with Salahuddin al-Ayyubi or Muhammad al-Fatih? What about the hero who has the biggest influence as an Islamic hero and a prophet at the same time? The one and only Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's the one that first time introduced Islam to the world. I proudly deliver about the struggle of Muhammad al-Fatih when fighting for Muslim people in Constantinople. He is a very good role model for all of us, even for the non-Muslims. He still can be fair for everyone. Muslim, non-Muslim, everyone. He was able to act fairly for everyone living in his territory when he was in charge of Constantinople. He could defeat and reconquer Constantinople and make peace in that place. And not only that, it's a very, very big place. Napoleon once said, if the world was only one country, Istanbul will be its capital. Yeah, it's such a big and strategic place. It was the center of the world back then. And al-Fatih conquered Constantinople in 21 years old. It was a very, very young age. He even became the king when he was 12. He made the whole Constantinople became from a chaos when it was ruled by the previous king to a peace and prosperous place at a very young age. Such a good role model for all of us. We have to follow his legacy so we can become a good leader. Second is Salahuddin al-Ayyubi, the one that changes Al-Azhar from Shia Masjid to a university. He was one of the most powerful and dedicated Muslim rulers who had united the entire Muslim world under his leadership, and the greatest military commander in Islamic history, who was able to liberate Jerusalem from the Crusaders in 1187. He became the king when Nuruddin died at 1174. He became the leader of Crusader War III, broke the spirit of the Crusaders, conquered many territories until his death, and he gave back Khilafah Abbasiyah the power from Khilafah Fatimiyah. Salahuddin was dealing with his enemy could be considered as a perfect example of the central Islamic tenets toward non-Muslims. And then the last but not least, Tariq bin Ziyad. He led the war with only 7,000 comrades, while the opponents had 100,000 people in the army. They were able to win the war and kill Roderick, their enemy, in the Battle of Bordeaux. With his skill and religiousness, he managed to win the war even with a very, very big gap of army power. So, we can conclude, the meaning of Islamic youth leadership and empowerment is about how Muslim youth should lead, come forward, and be the role model with a strong vision to take positive actions to change a weak groups become stronger, more empowered, and more capable. As youth, we have to follow the previous Islamic heroes' legacy by having their attitude. At least we have to follow their attitude to ourselves and our surroundings. So, let's plant their character in our minds so we can be like them. Then our life can be useful for us and other people. And someday, maybe, be a big influence and a role model just like our Islamic heroes. I am Aldiana Tariq. See you when I see you, future leaders. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.